Hello, Darkside and Cardin. What's up? Um, yeah, what's going on today? Good luck on demolishing your pizza. Yeah, so I'm gonna do like past like no cheese. I'm gonna do like a no reset of community cut because I haven't like calculated it in my head really, but like I don't really understand how sub 2 would not be possible, so I just want to see if I can do that maybe. I'll like from like Weenie alone, I'll literally save like I don't know, like 9 minutes maybe. Like I'll save a lot. Could be more than that even. So it definitely should be possible. Thank you for the good luck. But it's called Community Cut, it's not called Movie DX anymore, bruv. You're literally dead naming it, bruv. Yeah, I'm doing okay, other than the fact that I got like over 9 hours of sleep, and I just don't know why. I just do not know why. Sup, emulating? Yeah, no worries. Also, thank you for the good luck. I'm doing alright. What about you? So, and hello as well, Lucy. What's up? Okay, so basically, what I've realized from making this route yesterday. So you could kind of see this as like a better hundo type speedrun. Like that kind of thing. Because some games have like better hundo where it's like Sha has better hundo where you don't have to coin grind at all. Like that kind of thing. What I've noticed is that speedrun-wise, the platforming is definitely going to be worse. But the sliding and driving is going to be infinitely better. So it makes up for it. So the reason why the platforming is going to be worse, no lag, so no plank lag clips, no Y plus R jumps, which also means no plank ball boost, no buffers, like none of that cool shit, right? The second reason is that mag is like very early in the run, which means that the routing is a lot more structured because we don't need to just bounce from one place to another because of mag, and because the token requirements are lower. So it's gonna be a lot more like, you know, top to bottom, like, routing. Like, it's gonna be a lot lamer, visually. And the third thing is that because, SpongeBob and Patrick are using, like, custom junkyard outfits, Patrick cannot do the ledge grab after, like, floating block in SCDA, and I don't know the backup, so I basically have to do that part casually. I don't remember if it was optional to have that costume on the junkyard costumes. I genuinely can't remember. I'm not sure. So yeah, that's basically it. Like, you know, no lag clips and shit, and just a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, I think my route seems to be solid. I think it's solid. And the sliding and driving is just gonna be a lot better, so I think it'll be a good time. Hello, Six and Mazed. Thank you for the good luck. How's it going? Nice dark side that you can eat now. That's good, Six. Dragon Ball Lego. I watched like a series of like huge analysis videos on like Dragon Ball. You know, Dragon Ball and like its arcs and stuff, and then Super and GT and Z, just like big analysis videos. Alright, I'm ready to go now. It'll be like no reset past like no cheese. Alright, so sub 2 should not only be possible, but if anything, should really just not be hard, I'm pretty sure. But we'll see. I could even just choke it, even if it is easy. So, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Welcome to our
Does holding start not insta skip the cutscenes in this? I think it might not. Cause like, I was holding start for a while, and I don't think it was skipping. And then I let go of start and kinda just tapped A. And then, like...
It's a short slide from manager to, well, not manager. Cleanliness is next to managerliness.
To see what
These just ooze macho.
It's different visually. I don't think I'd reset, because... my brain knows that this is different from normal with the faster loads and everything. Community Cut is a quality of life mod, and one of the big things that it does... Hold on. I'm the man. One thing it allows you to do is to complete, both time challenge tokens at the same time, for example. Alright, let's see now.
Come on, pal.
Yeah, no, like, actually, holding start does not work anymore.
SpongeBob.
That's gay as fuck. Yeah, well, I didn't know the crates were there, Carden. I didn't boot up DX. I said DX. I didn't boot up Community Cut earlier when I was practicing. I booted up Vanilla. Yeah, the PowerPoint cutscenes have been replaced with, like, parts from, like, the actual movie. Played Tekken 8, such a good game, nice. Bro, I want to play, Persona 3, like, the Persona 3 remake, but it's fucking expensive, dude, 60 quid. And, like, well, you know what the ironic thing is about me complaining about that, right? I bought an American cartridge of Banjo-Tooie, like, 2 days ago, and its cost was 60 quid, so, yeah. No, that was not what I meant to do. I did not mean to equip a costume. Hopefully that doesn't fuck anything later in the run. So another thing is that mag is literally the third extra, which is why I grabbed, that's why I enabled it now, because I can already benefit from it. $60 for a game is really expensive, like... The standard was 50 for a long time, and in America it was 60. And £50 is more than $60. But now the standards are £60 and $70, but then £60 is even more, is even higher than, like, the gap between how many pounds, like, 60 equates to compared to $70 is even higher than what it was between 50 to 60. So it's like, bruh. Hello, Jessway. Yeah, it's a quality of life mod. Where I definitely believe the sub 2 is possible in Hundo, so that's what I'm doing. Although there are some things I already did not expect. I mean, I played this yesterday, but I just didn't know some things. I can no longer just hold start. Why do they take so long to skip? It's so confusing.
Plankton is using.
I'm not feeling like a game of catch right now.
You know what the funny thing is, though, Carden, is a 60 is really good for Banjo-Tooie. Like, under normal circumstances, that shit would have been like 70 to 85. I was only able to get it because I managed to get it from an American seller without having to pay import fees. Which is, like, rare as fuck.
We're men. Boing.
Got a copy of movie already. Sounds awesome.
Oh, that's a headache waiting to happen.
$60 a movie. Like a boss. This outfit is like really distracting. I want to turn it off, but that'll just take time. In my speed run.
Green bikini bottom, one hapless soul at a time. Upsy daisy.
There were a lot of like texture swaps and shit that you could do that were optional, and I only enabled some. But again, the bulk of it is the changes to the sliding and driving and the token requirements. Also, if anything's hard-coded, which is like half the fucking game, then you can't change shit anyway. But you'll see later on, like, just how much of an impact this mod can have. As a matter of fact, you'll see it after the split. Actually, as a matter of fact, you'll see it right now. This is not even the coolest one. The coolest one is BBBH Combat. It looks so good. But yeah, this is an optional thing that you can enable, but I did enable custom themes for the pad challenges. So you'll also see this in Flood and Block and Combat as well. Hello, Lena. It's a custom extra. I accidentally enabled it when I was trying to enable magnetic pickup. All right, so you'll feel the effects of this mod starting from like pretty soon. Comma OD. I agree. I'm gonna play kind of risky here, but it just, like, is fast. If I can pull it off, so I'm gonna try it. It was changed to the Krusty Krab. That was another optional thing that you could do. I only enabled it for some levels. It makes sense, like, from the context of the story, because how would Mindy go from seeing you in the Krusty Krab to SpongeBob and Patrick, like, being in the paddy wagon, like, 1 minute later, to Mindy being back in the castle? Doesn't make sense. So it just made sense to enable the custom background. There are going to be further updates to this mod, by the way, but they're going to slow down the run. So I'm just doing a run now because sub 2 is definitely possible. Well, that sounds about right. Alright, let's do the backup then. There we go. Canada is NTSC, Hello, Woody. Thank you for the good luck. This, not this Xbox. One of my Xboxes I got is from Canada. It's just chilling in the attic somewhere. And also hello as well, Wilcon. When I think of Canadians, I think of, like, how South Park portrays them, where they just say buddy, guy, and friend, like, all the time. I'm not your buddy guy. Well, I'm not your guy, friend. Your mum sucks, Wilcon. Also, I tried to learn a second language before, but now I just don't want to. Here's the thing, right? I don't want to sound, like, privileged or whatever, but English, like, is such a globally spoken language that we are so, like, not obligated to learn another language. Like, it's not like, what's the point, but it's more like, compared to, like, if most other languages were our first language. Because, like, you don't have to, obviously, but you're more obligated to learn English as a secondary language compared to English native speakers speaking some other random second language. Like, we already have it really good. We have it better than anyone in that sense, so why, like... And it just takes so long, and, like, I just, you know... I would just rather, like, play some video games or something than learn another language. Like, I don't want to be a dick, but, like, that's just how I feel. I don't know. Like... It is good for travel, but at the end of the day, you're not gonna be able to learn, like, every language, you know? Like... It is better if you know the language, but alright, hold on, I gotta focus for a sec. Right, that's really, really bad. Like, that actually just ruined the run. Okay. So I was supposed, because I have mag, like, that extra is a lot easier to grab than normal, even though it's still terrible. And, in this mod, ring durations have been extended. But I missed it in, like, basically the worst way possible, and I was just panicking that I wouldn't have enough time to grab the extra with the backup strat. So because of that, I need to drive back and unironically lose, like, 2 minutes. Like, I'm just genuinely going to lose. Unless I ignore the extra for the sake of showing how fast the run can be. So either I go and grab it now, or I just, like, and waste, like, 2 minutes, or I just abandon it. So that I can just still give an example of how fast it can be, or else this will just not be a good showcase of what the mod is capable of in that sense. I'm going to abandon it.
I'd like to wake up now. Don't laugh at me.
Okay, well, my split then would have been like 8. So, it's probably obvious by now, but like one huge thing about this mod is that, what's it called? So, a huge thing about this mod is that if you beat the Macho Challenge during the time challenge, then you get both tokens at once, which is why the split was 6 minutes. So that's, like, absolutely huge.
Up we go. The manliness has left.
And the other thing is that... So the reason why I did Depression Light is because you can't cheese Creek anymore. So it was better to come back to Depression after I already had 2 tokens. So that's why I did that. Because you can't cheese it anymore. I just gotta come back to that token like some other time in the run.
Me more than it hurts you, evil radio power.
I missed an extra, and it would take like 2 minutes to go and grab it, so I'm not grabbing it.
Super spin.
Now, because of how, like, completing 2 challenges at once works, I have to not do Rub-a-Dub Skip now, which really, really fucking sucks. Because that means, to be optimal, I gotta do 1-frame jumps later, if I want to, like, do it as fast as possible. So the reason why I have to grab the targets now is because the targets in the time challenge just take so long, and it increases your timer by so much, you just can't beat the Macho Challenge, like, while also grabbing the targets. You don't even have that much leniency to beat the main time challenge with the targets, because they just take so long. So, it's unfortunate, but it just, you know... Yeah, bro, I didn't want an 8-minute sandwich driving compared to what I normally get, which is, you know, a 9-minute sandwich driving. I want to show how fast the run can be, bro. I mean, I lost so much time
Mindy was right.
from, like, trying to grab that extra that, like... You know, it's, I lost more than if I actually just grabbed it quickly, so, like... You know. In it. It's because I missed it in, like, the worst way possible. That was the problem.
They're just like giant dominoes.
No pause storage is, no. So, here's the thing, right? I tried routing no major glitches, not even no pause storage, no major glitches, right? However, Knucklehead's token requirement is 35, and that's so low that the run genuinely sucks. It is genuinely early powers with extra steps and no lag. It just sucks. Like, none of the sponge balls were fast, none of the floating blocks were fast, Disco wasn't fast. Fucking... Like... Now that I'm in Bungie is not fast. Like, the fastest thing you can do in Now that I'm in is an extremely AIDS tunnel clip. That saves a bunch of time, but then you have to grind manlies in SCDA, but it's still faster to do that, in theory. And it's just like, it's just fucking trash. So, no, the token requirement is genuinely too low for it to be a good run. It would have to be like 40 for it to be interesting. Like... And the pacing was fucked. You still had Rock Slide, which was just as long. It's just as long. But then you have, like, all the optional tokens are, like, 40 seconds. Because, like, the pacing's so fucked. And no pause storage would be even worse, because then it would just be early powers even more so. When it comes to running 100% in this mod, the platforming is, like, a bit worse, but the sliding and driving's way better, so this is basically a better 100% speedrun. However, obviously, because it's a mod, I'm not actually gonna, like... I just want to do a no reset run. And hell, I don't think Community Cup boards exist, but I wouldn't even be able to submit this because I missed an extra. Unless I go back in late game and grab it, but I probably am not gonna do that. Holy fuck, Stewie, I'm shitting. Oh, I forgot I don't need to slam that. Bruh. Also, hello, Fireball, what's up? How is it? Yeah, no, like, if Knucklehead's token requirement was, like, 40... Yeah, like, 40, like... It'd be a lot better, like, for, like, an NMG thing in this mod. Sounds good, bro. I haven't played Tower Unite in so long. I didn't uninstall it or anything, because I figured we might play it in the near future, but... Yeah. I just keep some games around, even though we're probably never gonna play them again, because I already know if I uninstall them, then all of a sudden people will be wanting to play them. Because that happens all the time. So I just usually keep my games installed. We can't do BBBH backwards because of the pit extra. Oh yeah, by the way, I did talk to Cooper about it. This BBBH still has the problem of if you die after defeating the enemies in one of the pits, it resets. It still has that problem, and he said he would fix it in a future update. But because of that, I'm not going for Disco Skip. That would just be suicide. Because then the run would just be atrocious if I die. I mean, I'll go for, like... Actually, no, I'm not even gonna go for it, because I could just easily fuck up the jump so bad that I just die, so I'm not even gonna go for it. Not on a reset. Yeah, it is a lot, yeah. But, like, when you're able to cruise by with most of the end-level tokens, and then just, like, stuff that's, like, really easily, like, quickly to obtain, like, on the way. Yeah, it just fucks everything. Genuinely, I think Creek was probably not fast in, like, the... I just gave up, like, halfway through the routing process, because there's just no point. There really was no point. Old tokens and Hundo, like, yeah, definitely, but, like, no pulse storage is just early powers but worse. And NMG is early powers but worse, but not quite as bad. Like, even Depression Guitar would have not been fast in NMG. I'm being completely serious. There's no fucking way that would have been fast. Because including, like, the walking to the guitar challenge and everything, it's like a minute. And a minute's too slow. It just wouldn't have been viable. I hope I grabbed that warp. Yeah, it's fair, Fireball. My drives are running out of space, so I gotta be a little careful. It is being cut currently. Alright, here's one of the coolest areas in the mod. Look at this. Because if I die, then I'll lose a shit ton of time because the extra will reset. Yeah, there's also the disco guys. You can see a little bit. You see them? This is not creepypasta SpongeBob. SpongeBob would be crying blood right now. He'd be shitting himself.
Type stuff.
Okay, I go back to the beginning, apparently. This is what I meant by how, like, the routing is just lamer in this, because, like, I don't need to do the backtracking. The token requirements are lower, so I therefore don't need to do backtracking early. I can literally just do it later.
The gates are locked.
Anyway, because I didn't do disco, that was about as fast as, like, a decent BBBH in vanilla. Oh yeah, here's a big thing. I forgot about this. You ain't ready for this. You ain't ready? Ooh, is that a key? On lap 1? You better fucking believe it is, bro. It's fucking sick.
I meant to drive right through that wall. We got ourselves a convoy.
Pretty poggers, right? And because I have mag, I can just go ahead and grab this nitro really easily. Alright, we're looking good.
One more key.
And now... Isn't that fucking sick? For reference, my gold here without upgrading Slam would be like 306 or 305. I grab them later, bruv. Also, Frogfish charges faster in this. Because, why not? And I'm gonna upgrade Smash now. Because, on hard drive, the game does not lag after upgrading a move. Which means that the best time to upgrade is Frogfish. Because I can do it during downtime. Whereas in Weenie, I can potentially lose frames from unoptimal, like, driving after closing the menu. So it's just objectively better to upgrade here. In this mod. And we're not done yet. Yeah. Wasn't that awesome?
To get to Shell City.
Also different skybox, but yeah. So Rock Slide, the only difference with Rock Slide, really, is that there's a slightly faster shortcut than, like, the eel jump. It's to make, you know, the time challenges, like, not as bad. But because I'm doing Skydive here, you won't see it yet until Rock Slide 2. So Rock Slide's gonna be basically identical, except I don't have access to lag. Yeah, no, Koopa said that he was going to make them 2 laps in a future update, but obviously for speedrunning, like, this is the fastest version, so... Also, I need this shit off of my hard drive, which is why I'm doing the run now anyway. I have, like, 20 megabytes of storage left on my hard drive on Xbox. Like, I need to fucking get rid of this mod after this. So that I can have movie mashup on here instead. You were telling me that I should download more storage on my original Xbox, is what you're telling me. Me when I'm running out of RAM on my PC, and then Wilcon's just like, well, just download more RAM.
I can see my rock from here. Oh wait, it's just
God, I hate this unbuffered, bro. Sucks.
magic happy.
Looks like fireworks.
Again,
Oh yeah, Wilcon. I really appreciate you editing the audio for me. However, you definitely do not have an ear for mic popping.
I have trouble saying goodbye.
Because, like, you said that the mic did not pop. And I am, like, 60% of the way through the audio, and my mic popped literally, like, 8 times. Yeah, I have to listen, like, super carefully, because sometimes I don't hear it the first time, so I just gotta fucking...
No So many choices, so little time.
Yeah, but there's no movie backwards compatibility card, and that's the problem, bruv. I'm not purple crabs. Well, I just asked Wilcon, like, would you want to do it, and he said yeah, and I'm showing them thankful,
I
bro.
think you mean air. Do you have any treats?
No fish. Patrick, happy.
Steady as she goes, Pat.
Okay, so now the man is also gonna be, like, identical, probably. He was not forced to do anything. He offered to edit my audio for me. He was not forced. I said, like, oh, I could, you know, could really use some help, like, I wish I didn't have to, like, didn't have this, like, entire workload by myself, right? And then he said cough, and then I was like, what, like, do you want to help me? And he was like, yeah, I could. And I was like, oh, if you wanted, that'd be really appreciate that. Am I gonna get exposed, like, 5 years from now? Like, unpaid slave labor from up-and-coming YouTuber? Because, like, you offered to do it, like, I don't... I would never install a TF2 Pyro mod. Dude, it sucks that I accidentally enabled this costume because you'd be able to see, like, a really funny costume in this level, but instead there's this. I mean, this still looks good. It's just obviously, like, it'd be cool if you could, you know... Maybe I should just take a few seconds to just turn it off. Like, that's time loss, but I might do it. Yeah, fuck it. I think I turned it off. So it should hopefully be fixed in the second split.
Not so fast. I get monster sick.
Nothing like a little man type.
TF2 Pyro mod that makes him SpongeBob. Hi, I'm SpongeBob. Yeah, but I don't want Chimney Sweep for, like, the entire run, though. You gotta see the other ones, too. Bro, how did that not work? That was a good angle to me, bro. Yeah, this is Wilcon after he edits my fucking audio. Voluntarily, by the way. It would. Is it weird to both miss playing TF2 and also have no motivation at all to play TF2? Alright, did it change? Yeah, there we go. Bro. You know what I hate about Bash Gang? If you miss it the first time, you'll always miss it the second time.
Boing.
Bruh. I have like 20 to 30 hours on TF2, which is funny, because a lot of people have like 2,000. Ah, oh shit, okay, I forgot I couldn't buffer there, but I happened to pause, like, before the one frame. That's actually clutch as fuck. If lag was still on hard drive somehow, I would be such a massive advocate for hard drive. Petition not, brev. Video idea? Why, you making TikToks or something?
The manliness has landed. Jumping, jumper, jumperoo!
Nah, I checked before out of curiosity. But no, it does not. Ow. That sounds like a good video idea to me, Fireball.
Goody! Another one!
Fart gun, okay. Oh yeah, you know what else is based about this mod? Hold on. Okay, never mind, you're not gonna see it. So, the floating blocks have been changed so that, when you collect the token, it fades you out like a SpongeBob challenge, as in, you still have control, so you won't lose an absolutely ridiculous amount of time for missing a floating block 2 frame. You will instead just lose the amount of time that it takes to collect the token, which is way better and way less toxic.
On the top.
Because then, like, 90% of the runs I get there will just fucking die. Maybe that is why. If you do a car wheel buffer faster, literally like half a second.
Boom! Enough said.
Not like crazily, Koopa. The platforming is still very similar to how it was before. It's pretty much just like the sliding and driving, really. That's gonna be like the main. The issue is that I've already missed an extra, and it would lose like 2 minutes to go grab it. So I'm going to see if this run can sub 2. And if it can only sub 2 if I miss the extra, then I'm just gonna finish it without grabbing it. And if it can't sub 2 regardless, then I'll just grab the extra. Because I don't think Community Cut has, like, speedrun leaderboards, but if it does, like, at some point, I would like to submit this. So I would like it to be a valid run, but I might... It depends on it if it fucks sub 2 or not. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, Carlton, that means you can get, like, a really shitty boost and still be fine.
Oh!
Well, I don't want to do Community Cut the entire stream.
Ugh. Coming through!
Oh yeah, we have a big problem for the second area. There's a ledge grab that just straight up does not work with this costume, and there is a quick backup, but I don't know the backup, so I'm gonna have to take a big time sacrifice. Because I just genuinely don't know where the fuck it is. Yeah, it's only relevant if you change Patrick's costumes, which, like, obviously, why would I do that? And because this is a custom Patrick, it means that... Well, yeah, it's pretty obvious what it means. As far as we're aware, Patrick costumes don't affect ball storage at all. It's just SpongeBob. Anyway, here's what I have to do casually. Like, half casually. Did I lose Ice Physics Glitch from that? I actually don't know if I did. I don't know how long it took to teleport me. And I don't know what the floating block warp is, so I'm just gonna fucking stand on it and grab it now. So I can do it later. I don't know, it took a few seconds for it to... I might have barely avoided it, possibly. But I'm not entirely sure. I guess we'll find out soon, though. I still do floating block early, even though it wastes 2 scrolls, because we can't do plank lag clips, we have to do ice skating, which means that you'd lose ice physics glitch, so like this has to be done now. In a minute. Full 10's not even that good in vanilla. Fuck. I pressed start like way too late. That was like a couple frames too late. Alright, let's see if I lost it. I forgot that it does that, god damn it. I actually didn't. Okay, cool.
Slipping.
So there's a couple other things that are bound to fuck me over later. Sponge Bowl, Plank Sponge Bowl, and SCDA Sponge Bowl. This cycles have been changed a bit, and that's probably gonna fuck with me, but I really hope I don't die. As long as I don't die, it's not a big deal. But yeah, like, that's probably gonna lose some amount of time there anyway. Because, like, some platforms just move slower and stuff, so that you don't need to have, like, as good of reaction time. But obviously for someone like me, who's, like, very used to it, like, it's just gonna fuck with me. Suffering from success, some people call that. Oh yeah, you're not ready for Sunday driving either, bro. You're not ready for it. Okay, well that sucks, but I can show off now what I was talking about.
Only Goofy Goober.
Alright, let's do it.
You're losing it, SpongeBob.
Wouldn't the texture setup be harder on 480p because, like, it actually looks good and everything looks, like, similar? Like...
Ice cream makes me dizzy.
Road, SpongeBob, not balls.
So you might have noticed that I did Sunday Jump and Spiral Skip on lap 1. It's a pretty good reason for that. Is because there is only 1 lap. And now this segment goes from like a 4-0 something to... Well, you'll see now. 4-0 something to... 127.
This is
Now, Gesk is actually slower, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to suffer a bit of time loss.
I didn't do that.
Right back at ya. Medic.
Following Goofy Gooba for 3 laps and doing nothing for half of the level is not peak. Sunday is like about as fast as SCDA floating block on with like disc loads. It's like slightly longer than it. Anyway, here's why Gesk is slower, you'll see in a second. That's why. Also, Cotton, at the end of the day, like, given how fat those tokens are, like, you'll never get them, like, properly. If you don't get them, time with,
So long.
yeah, with, I forgot what I was saying.
And that, my friend, is how we
Yeah, well, whatever I was saying, it breaks even or loses time. Oh yeah, with Buffett. So, the only way is if you do it, like, absolutely perfect.
have to tomorrow.
Also, I realized the mag is actually bad here because, like, it forced me to pick up the patty. I don't think there's any workarounds for that. The only workaround that I could think of would be to do the old target route because that loses, like, a second. But then you don't have to pick up that patty, so you save, like, 2 or 3, so it would be faster to do the old target route by a tiny bit. Also, look at this. Well, it already has a fat hitbox anyway. I really don't think you'd be able to avoid it if you have Magon, unless you just literally do the old route. Although it would need more testing, I suppose.
And so, after
How the fuck do they only barely gold?
Plankton's bucket.
look at this place. I hope my pineapple's still okay.
Anyway, yeah, no lag clips here, which is why I removed the gold. Yeah, the hardest until Neptune, like the hardest boss fight to do in a run is probably Dennis 1. But like it's not even hard. And I got fucked. I haven't had to do the targets with like the Merv in the way for a long time. For a very long time actually. It's been weeks and weeks and weeks. And I like how the first time I have to in forever, I just get the bad missile pattern that just... Yep, that was really fair, actually. That was extremely fair. And, the Merv being able to shoot the targets is, like, objectively good gameplay. In it, bruv. I could submit this to the boards if I could go and grab the extra at, like, if Community Cut ever gets, like, speedrun leaderboards.
Come out, wherever you are.
Yeah, well, you're kind of cringe.
Slipping, slipping, slipping.
Yeah, the bosses are hard-coded. There's like fuck all you can do for them. I've actually never noticed that, but you're actually so right. Oh yeah, fake ring doesn't exist. That's another thing with this mod. Fake ring does not exist.
Jumping, jumper, jumper, boo.
Yeah. Like, the only thing that I could think of would be to kind of, like, restore, like, the beta Frogfish Arena or something, like, just to extend it a little bit. Is basically all I could think of. I got these in the casual playthrough yesterday. There we go. Still gonna save a bunch of time, obviously, but I want sub 2. I don't even know, like, I don't know if you need a good run for it or not, that's the thing. Because this run is absolutely not good, so that's the concern. Da 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 da. Gesk in peace. They took Peak away from us. Oh my god. Oh yeah, here's the other thing. Now, I already said to Koopa that I do not agree with 3 visible rings, but yeah, there's 3 visible rings in specifically the sliding ring challenges. Which, like, especially for Gesk, it's so fucking useless. But, yeah. And obviously, as you can see, none of the rings move, so...
Right back at ya.
Yeah, and considering the Xbox is just way better for this game than GameCube, like, imagine if the GameCube version just had these, like, definitive features that Xbox just did not have. That'd just be kind of like... Then you'd have people who, like, they won't play the Xbox version because the GameCube version is better, but they won't play the GameCube version because it's GameCube. And then, like, they just don't play either version. That's the problem. That person is me emulating. I mean, that was like, the reason it never counts is because, like, that's literally only ever happened once. It was clearly just one of those fucking gamma ray situations. That'll just, like, never happen again. SM64 style. 351 guess too, and it was not good. I love this mod. Oh yeah, speaking of, right? You see that 11:45? That is from an excellent Sunday too. That is like peak. I played extremely good, and I can barely improve it anymore.